One Piece Heart of Gold anime review. Wow, this was a great anime special. I really thoroughly enjoyed this anime special. This is arguably my favorite One Piece special to date. It was really good. So before I get started and giving you guys an in-depth review, I want you guys to go watch it. It's 2 hours long. It's long, but it's very enjoyable, and it gives you something to really think about for the next movie coming up, One Piece Film Gold. So as you guys know, this anime special is a pre-sequel leading up to One Piece Film Gold, and it is amazing. It is so dope. I thought it was gonna be a short 30-minute anime special, but it's not. All right, it's a 1 hour 45-minute, damn near 2-hour movie, and it's good. And the animation isn't regular episode animation, it's movie animation, so you don't gotta worry about none of the bullshit that Toei tries to bring us every episode. It's good, it's detailed, it's very nice. So within this pre-sequel, the main goal, the main plot is trying to get the pure gold. That is the main plot, all right? And it's ironic, pure gold, film gold and whatnot. Again, pre-sequel for One Piece Film Gold and whatnot. Again, the main goal to get the pure gold, but it's also to find out why the Straw Hats are actually leading up to going to the Grand Tercero and whatnot, and how they end up there. So it's just a pre-sequel. The main character of this movie, besides the Straw Hats and whatnot, is Olga. I loved Olga. Olga was so dope. Her facial expressions, the way she talks out loud, everybody can hear her. Like, she's just an overall great character. I fell in love with her. She has a lot of mysteries with her. It turns out she was 206 years old. I don't know how she lived that long and whatnot, but it was crazy when I found that out. I loved her, man. Like, she's great. She was a good character, very enjoyable. She was arguably the best part in this movie. All right, she was arguably the best part in this movie because she was not only funny, but she had those scenes where she just looked like she said F the Straw Hats, but came back and helped them. It was really cool and very enjoyable. Her character was definitely the best part of this movie. The main villain is Mad Treasure, and Mad Treasure, he just loves treasure hunting. Like, that is his goal. That is his main thing now. It's kind of disappointing to find out that Mad Treasure, he wasn't a strong villain. And I kind of suspected that, since this is a pre-sequel, you don't have a very strong villain, and then you go to the actual movie and that villain's actually even stronger and whatnot. So I kind of suspected it, but he was kind of weak, but he did give Luffy kind of a good fight and whatnot. Even though Luffy was really holding back, Luffy could have went gear 4th. Luffy could have went gear 3rd throughout the whole fight, but he didn't. He only went gear 3rd one time, and he ended the fight like that. He mainly just fought in base form, gear 2nd, and it was actually pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? It was dragged out, sort of, but it was really cool. Mad Treasure, he seems to be a really cool kind of villain and whatnot. I like his attire is really cool. The character design is really nice. The people around him, his shipmates and his crew members, they were boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? They were like, I don't even want to talk about them. They were ass, all right? You know what I'm saying? One of them had like a really cool power. It's a camouflage power, and I thought that was really cool. Other than them, like, they sucked. But Mad Treasure, he was actually kind of nice. I kind of suspected again that he was going to be weak. Like, Zoro and Sanji could defeat him. You know what I'm saying? Zoro and Sanji could defeat him. You know what I'm saying? That's how weak they are. I'm not saying that Zoro and Sanji are weak, but it usually goes the Luffy versus the strongest, Zoro the 2nd strongest, and Sanji the 3rd strongest. But another thing, even though it goes in that order, Zoro and Sanji, after their fight, they always come out kind of okay. You know what I'm saying? They always come out like, all right, I'm good. Or they kind of come out in better condition than Luffy when he versed the strongest and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So could Zoro and Sanji face the strongest? Potentially. You know what I'm saying? Would they win? I do not know. It has never happened. Hopefully Oda one day in a chapter, episode, special, whatever, he has Zoro and Sanji face the strongest, and maybe not the same time, but at a different time, and maybe we'll see if they can actually survive the same way Luffy does. That would be really cool. But moving on, this whole movie, the premise again, catching the pure gold. Olga has been alive for 200+ years, just based on the pure gold. She actually has disease and whatnot, and the pure gold actually stopped her from dying and whatnot. The disease was actually stopped growing within her body. It was kind of like a cancer disease, but the pure gold stopped the disease from growing within her body and whatnot. That's how she was able to live for 200 plus years. And this is really, really cool. So at the beginning of the movie, we have Mad Treasure and whatnot. He goes and tries to get Olga because she knows where the pure gold is. She knows where alchemy is, and alchemy is basically an island where pure gold is. But little do we know, later on down the review I will talk about it, alchemy is actually an island that Bone Buddy, and Bone Buddy is actually a fucking giant ass fish that ate alchemy. Like, it was crazy, but I'll talk about that a little later down the review and whatnot. So again, in the beginning, Mad Treasure tries to go get Olga. He basically invades these ships, and next thing you know, we see CP0, and I'm like, yo, like, it was really cool because we barely seen CP0 in the manga. So the fact that we see them in the special, and he actually fought against Mad Treasure, he kind of lost per se, but again, this is a special, it's kind of not canon, so we don't have to really suspect, like, okay, is he going to be this weak in the chapters in the manga, whatnot? Most likely not, but it was really cool to see CP0 anyway. We also got to see Rob Lucci. I thought that was really, really cool. I cannot wait to see the confrontation between Rob Lucci and Luffy. Even though it's only in a special, it's not canon, it's going to be really, really cool and very, very enjoyable because their fight is still arguably renowned all over the One Piece fandom as one of the best fights in One Piece, period. So the fact that we're going to see them is going to be dope. Are they going to fight? I highly doubt it, but if they do, expect a war, because if Luffy got this strong, you can only suspect that Rob Lucci is going to get that strong as well. Moving on, Mad Treasure somehow actually captures Olga, but she escapes and she actually goes and goes and goes, and she somehow runs to the Straw Hats and whatnot. CP0 again, he gets defeated kind of by Mad Treasure, and I was confused. I was like, you know what? How did this happen? I don't understand why it happened. Explain to me how that happened. But it did and whatnot, and I'm not upset, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, it's whatever. Mad Treasure, like, it's just for plot purposes and whatnot. Again, it's not canon, so we don't expect that in the manga, but it was cool again to just see CP0 and see Mad Treasure actually just fucking wreck CP0, just wreck the ships and whatnot, having a chain power and whatnot. I thought that was really, really cool. Again, Olga escapes, she somehow meets with the Straw Hat crew, and I thought their interaction was arguably the best in the whole movie. Like, Luffy and Olga's interaction was dope, but the whole interaction between the Straw Hat crew and Olga was dope. Olga seeing the Straw Hat crew thinking they're really, really weak, but it turns out they're strong as hell because Mad Treasure actually catches up with the Straw Hat crew. But before that, Olga was lying, talking about feed me some food or I'm gonna kill your freaking captain, and Luffy's like, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just standing there because it's like, you can't kill Luffy. Like, you know, he defeated Doflamingo, but she's been gone for so long because she's been in Bum Buddy, a big ass fish, and she doesn't know anybody. So when they said he's the one that defeated Doflamingo, they're like, she's like, who? Doflamingo? So that holds no type of weight to her. That holds nothing to her. So she does, like, okay, I don't care, you're weak and whatnot. But what really made her see that they're not weak is when Mad Treasure invaded and whatnot, and they started effing up Mad Treasure. It got to the point where it was just like, yo, like, they're soft. You know what I'm saying? Not that they're soft, which they are, kind of, they are weak as hell, but the Straw Hat crew are strong, and she's in good hands. She starts talking about the pure gold, which is really, really dope. Nami immediately, pure gold, wait a minute, I need to go see the pure gold, let's go, pure gold and whatnot. Everybody just gets on their knees and fucking just bags the gold and have fucking Olga lead them and whatnot. I thought that was really, really dope. Olga basically is like the person to go find pure gold, and she's the one that knows where it is, and Mad Treasure and Straw Hat crew wants her, to actually go lead and go find it. Again, Olga, great character because she has like so many personalities. So she's different. She's different, and that's one thing I could really appreciate. Like, I mess with that so much. All right, I love it. Again, moving on, Luffy says, all right, we're gonna train to our hunter gear, and they all change to their hunter gear. Nami, always showing off her boobs. For what reason? God may never know. All right, always showing off her boobs and whatnot. One thing I really appreciate about the whole interaction between Nami is that she actually knew Mad Treasure from back then. She actually tried to get Mad Treasure's treasure, no pun intended, and she got caught and whatnot. And I thought that was dope. I thought that was really dope, and like the fact that she actually knew Mad Treasure. He just wasn't like kind of like a random villain, even though he was, but he was. Nami knew him, and you know what I'm saying, and it really fit well because he's Mad Treasure. Nami loves treasure, loves gold, so the fact that she got caught and she had some interaction between Mad Treasure, it really made it seem like it was meant to be, per se. It was meant to be. It really wasn't their movie, you know what I'm saying, but the fact that they knew each other kind of made it more good, that we knew that this wasn't no random villain, that he wasn't just coming out of nowhere, even though he was actually controlled, spoiler alert, by Tesoro and Grand Tesoro. All right, that was really dope. I'll talk about that a little later on down a review and whatnot, or you can just skip there. Moving on, they finally agreed and have Olga lead them to pure gold and whatnot, and I thought that was dope. Leading to pure gold and whatnot. Next thing you know, pure gold is actually in an island, but the island again is in Bombadi, a big ass fish. So they get caught in the fish and they're trying to go away. They're trying to use coup de burst, and it's not working, okay? It's not working at all, period, point blank. They all get sucked into Bombadi, the big ass fish and whatnot, and they're trying to make their way out the fish. And I won't talk about the details of what happened in the fish because a lot happened and whatnot. They basically get there and they're all stranded and whatnot. But the main points that I really want to cover within this movie is that, again, the interaction between Olga and Luffy and how they get stranded on an island. And next thing you know, Luffy somehow is away from the Straw Hat crew. And next you know, the Straw Hat crew somehow gets captured. Not Luffy or Zoro or Sanji or Frankie, but everybody else, they all get captured. And this is all for, again, plot purpose. And I love the fact that they got captured because what happened later on was really dope, and it showed their skill and it showed why they're so useful. And I'm not saying useful in terms of using, but just useful in terms of just useful. Like, that was really dope in my opinion. I really appreciate that. Moving on, they all get captured by Mad Treasure and whatnot, and Luffy, he's about to go fight Mad Treasure, but he can't because they all have something around their neck, and I guess this is something created by Mad Treasure. Again, he's the person that he uses like chains and whatnot, and I just like, I fucked with it, but it was like a kind of like a simple power, but the way he used it was really cool in my opinion. He gets the Straw Hat crew, and they all go to pure gold. Olga goes with them, and Luffy's just trapped. Next thing you know, we see Olga's father. Olga's father is actually the person that made pure gold, and I love that. I love that he made pure gold because he did it for his daughter. We found that later on now in the movie. I really love that. Again, the interaction between them was really cool. He lived for 200 years and he didn't even know that Olga was even there. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was crazy as hell that he didn't even know that Olga was there and whatnot. Again, Olga hated her father because all the pirates killed their mother. Killed the mother because pure gold was made. Because when everybody found out pure gold was made, it was like, oh, I want that. The pirates wanted that. They killed the mother. Olga held a grudge against her father, and they never liked each other. Well, per se, Olga never liked her father. He didn't even know that she was alive. That's one. Like, let's just put that out there. He didn't even know she was alive. 200 years, they never crossed paths, and they've been in Bombadi, getting in and out Bombadi. Like, that's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? So Luffy and her father, Olga's father, excuse me, they all get together and whatnot. They know Zoro and Sanji and Frankie, they come. Frankie's trying to make sure the Straw Hat crew are good. And with that Straw Hat crew, but the Sunny's good and whatnot. I love that Frankie always cares about the Sunny. I mean, he made it, so of course. I thought that was kind of like, because they was like Straw Hat crew's in trouble, but Luffy tell him to just wait there with the Sunny, make sure it's good so it doesn't get dissolved by the freaking water and whatnot, because they're in a stomach, they're in a fish, and his digestive system is like acid. So if the Sunny gets in the motherfucking acid, it's going to dissolve, and that's going to be really bad. So Frankie needs to build something so it makes sure it doesn't dissolve and whatnot. Next thing you know, we get to the whole nother scene, and this is like arguably my favorite scene, or my favorite few scenes and whatnot. It's like trapped 3 traps and whatnot before you can get the pure gold and whatnot. You have to play a melody and whatnot, piano melody. Of course, Brook did it, and Brook did such a good job. And next thing you know, there was a rain of arrows because he kept fucking up because it was a ripped piece, so he didn't know what happened. Then we heard Olga singing, he followed her singing and whatnot. Chopper came in, stopping the motherfucking arrows, and then we saw our teammates between Chopper and Robin, and we never really see them work together nor really kind of like talk. So the fact that we saw that was really cool in my opinion. Chopper used like arm point to fight off one of these animals, and the next one and whatnot, the next one Usopp had to use his bullet or his shot to go straight through the middle and whatnot, and I thought that was really cool. Again, Chopper was there, and it was dope. It was dope. Then Nami was in the next one. She had to, there was like 36 keys or 36 holes, 1 key, and she had to keep trying, and she gets hurt, and there's something crushing them. And every time she fucks up, it's gonna keep crushing them, keep crushing them. Everybody's holding it, the Straw Crew per se. Mad Treasure, mind you, he's just like, okay, like I don't care, like you keep going, you know, give me the pure gold, you know what I'm saying? Asshole, fucking asshole. All right, I just want to put asshole, okay? I do not like that man. Moving on, she tries every single key. Then Olga, she tries, there's only 2 holes left. She tries the hole and she fucks up and it's almost crushed, but next thing you know, we see Luffy busting out of nowhere, gum pistol, and I loved it. I loved it. Zoro and Sanji, they actually get stuck fighting the weaklings of the Mad Treasure Pirate crew, like the the weakest, like the second strongest, the third strongest. That was just soft as hell to me. Like I didn't like. They were so, like, it's not even something I want to talk about. Like, they were so weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I cannot appreciate, actually. I thought it was really cool the way they did it and the way they fucked them up. But they were so weak, it's not even worth mentioning. You know what I'm saying? Sanji just did, like, Dajiambo and whatnot. He just kicked her. Or kicked him, excuse me. Although, like, I like the whole camouflage thing. I thought that was really cool because he's like, do you imagine the things I could do with the camouflage fruit? Even the clear fruit, like, it really reminded me of Thriller Bark. I guess that comedy aspect of it was really dope, but the fight was just, you know, it's underwhelming, you know what I'm saying? But that's to be expected. It's a pre-sequel. It's nothing special, you know what I'm saying? I don't think the pre-sequel is made for the fights, you know what I'm saying? But it's more for the story. And I love the story more than I did the fights. The fights were very underwhelming. Even the final fight between Luffy versus Mad Treasure, underwhelming because Luffy was so much stronger than Mad Treasure, but he was holding back, you know what I'm saying? But it's, again, it's understandable. Zoro just did her dirty, one sword style, tornado, fucked her up. Like, she's dead. She's not dead, but she's knocked out. Same thing with another one. The other villain is just weak. Like, Zoro and Sanji, like this, quick as hell, like, you know, he messed them up, you know what I'm saying? Moving on, Luffy finally gets the Mad Treasure and whatnot, and he's fighting him. But before they do that, they go down and they actually find pure gold. They find pure gold and whatnot, and he did this self-destruct button, and next thing you know, Mad Treasure somehow gets the pure gold. He puts it to his chest, and he just gets confident. He's like, I'm Mad Treasure, I'm the strongest. And I'm like, bro, come on now. Like, are you for real? Are you for real? You for real? You for real? Luffy starts fucking up Mad Treasure. They start fucking each other up. He uses his chain to engulf his whole body and whatnot, because again, the fight is kind of like dragged on and whatnot. He uses his whole chain to engulf his whole body. Luffy says, fuck that, Gear 30, elephant gun, knock him out easily. Easily, he loses it, whatnot. Next thing you know, Luffy did so much impact and so much damage that Bombadi, the fish, was actually going to throw up, and that was actually a way to get out, but it was so much damage that they had to hurry up and leave. The Straw Hat crew gang together, Zoro and Sanji and Frankie, he comes with the Sunny, they gang together and they get out of there using Coup de Burst out of the mouth. Now before that happened, we actually get to see Olga and her father. They finally apologize, they finally say they're sorry, and Olga still, again, she still has that attitude, it's just like, forget you, but I think it's because she's been alone for so long in her life that that's all she knows. That's all she knows is like, I don't like forget you, you know what I'm saying? I've been alone for all my life, and you know what I'm saying, like I just don't understand like what's up with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was really cool. It was really appreciated, and I really love the story between them two and whatnot, and how she hated him for so long, but he only did it for her. He only did it to stop her disease from growing. He only did it to stop her from dying, and that was really good. Again, if there's one thing that you can take away from this special, it's the story. It's something that you really can appreciate and whatnot. Moving on, Mad Treasure and all his pirates, they all just end up staying in Bombadil, and Pure Gold is end up being sucked in Bombadil, like officially. So he creates a lamp from the outside, and now he's just leaving in Bombadil. They will never see Bombadil unless they have Pure Gold, and they don't have Pure Gold. The only person that's capable of making Pure Gold is Olga's father, and he said, I'm never going to make it. So we're never going to see Bombadil, we're never going to see Mad Treasure, which is alright, you know what I'm saying? It was very underwhelming, but again, it's something that I can understand. It's just a pre-sequel, it's just the anime special and whatnot. Straw Hat Crew, they say their goodbyes to Olga and Olga's father, and Olga is like, you know what I'm saying, what are we going to do? And he's like, she's like, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? He like, you know what I'm saying, I may be your daughter, but I'm 206 years old, I've been living on my own. That was funny to me. Like, it wasn't funny, but it was just like, yo, like, she's got it right. She's got it right. She's 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. 206 years old. Come on now. Moving on, Straw Cruz is like, damn. Nami's like, we didn't get anything. Or Usopp, excuse me. He said we didn't get anything. Nami's like, yes, we did. I got a Vivi card to Gran Tesoro. They was like, what is that? It was like, it's an entertainment place. They have amusement parks. They have hotels. They have casinos. They have restaurants. They have everything. And I'm like, yo, this is dope. But this again is leading up to One Piece Film Gold and how they got there and why they got there. And I thought that was really, really dope. We also get to see after the credits end and whatnot, because that was the end of the movie. Good, I'll talk about that later on. We also get to see CP0 and Rob Lucci again. They're just saying that Mad Treasure couldn't get Pure Gold, and CP0 is like, do you want me to go get it? He says, no, just leave it be. Rob Lucci is going to talk about how he knows how Tesoro actually controlled Mad Treasure. He says how a formidable foe, you know, Gran Tesoro is, or Tesoro, excuse me, is and whatnot. He knows how formidable foe he is, saying like that's a troublesome guy. And next thing you know, we see Tesoro and whatnot. He's like, I can't believe Mad Treasure actually got taken down and whatnot. I know he's gonna be really powerful. I know Luffy's actually gonna go all out with him, because I've seen the trailers and whatnot. I know what he has to offer, but he's like, I cannot believe Mad Treasure's been taken down. Not. But next you know, he has Pure Gold all around him, or not Pure Gold per se, but he has gold all around him. So Pure Gold was just like not even a factor to him personally. He was like, oh, whatever, we'll just send somebody else. Okay, Mad Treasure lost. Okay, cool. That was crazy to me. That was fucking crazy and whatnot. But that's pretty much it for this review of One Piece Heart of Gold. I want to give you guys an in-depth review and tell you guys everything that happened. I really, really appreciate it. It's one of my favorite, personally, one of my favorite specials in One Piece. One of my favorite specials in anime, period. Again, if you watch the special, if there's one thing you can take away from this special, it's the story. It's the story between Olga, her finding her father and whatnot. It's just a great story overall. It's a great pre-sequel to the main story, One Piece Film Gold. I'm expecting One Piece Film Gold to do much better than One Piece Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold set a standard. It set a bar and whatnot, and hopefully One Piece Film Gold can meet that and match it. That's pretty much it for this review. What did you guys think about my review? What did you guys think about One Piece Heart of Gold? Did you watch it? Are you going to watch it? Any expectations leading up to One Piece Film Gold? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, such, rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And until then, I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace the freak out.